Hey everybody, it's Nick, the Patriot Picker here. Just wanted to come and bring you guys another video, show you guys some of the finds I found last week at the thrift store. Wanted to show you what it is, what I could sell it for, and potential profit. So give me a second, I'll show you guys what I found. Alright, so the first item that I found was this vintage 2007 SpiderMan 3 backpack. Pretty clean overall. Obviously this movie, in my personal opinion, wasn't the best out of the kind of Tobey Maguire. If anything, I was kind of super disappointed in it, but it's still pretty popular, I think, a little bit to this day, just because it did have kind of Venom and the black symbiote Spider-Man and him transforming into it as well. So they still haven't made kind of the newer Spider-Mans with that, so I think a lot of fans to this day will still kind of go back to the third one, and just because there hasn't been any of the newer ones with Tom Holland in it with the symbiote yet, or even Venom. So, but I'm pretty sure that's coming up here pretty soon, so hopefully anyway. But yeah, I found this backpack. Like I said, it's pretty clean. Pretty clean overall. School's about to start up here pretty soon, so I'm hoping to get I'm trying to sell it. I put it up for about $35, so I'm hoping to get, hopefully profit. I would say I paid about $5 for it. I'm hoping I can get profit of like $15, maybe to $12 to $15. So I'm terrible at math, so if I'm just kind of throwing numbers out there, I apologize. I don't really know the exact numbers just yet, but if I had to take a guess, that's how much I can get for it. But yeah, that was a pretty cool find. Back to school, I think it'll sell pretty well, and I think it will sell hopefully in the next couple weeks or so. Let's get the next one here. Let me see what I can find here. So I can put these down here. So these right here, like I said, most of the stuff that I find are shoes. Obviously these are soccer cleats. These are Cristiano Ronaldo Nike soccer cleats. So it has like kind of the galaxy kind of space looking design around it. And these things are pretty mint condition. I picked these up for about $11 at the thrift store, and hopefully I could sell them for about $35 to $40. I have a few people messaging me about them and stuff. So obviously Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the biggest football, soccer, whatever you want to call it, stars out there, and I believe that this stuff will sell pretty well. It's not really soccer season just yet, I don't think. I don't think that's until, I think, maybe November, December, January, at least like with people playing it in schools and stuff. But soccer's a summer thing, and a summer kind of sport as well. People kind of will just play it in general, but I don't think the leagues start out here until like maybe January kind of December-ish or whatever. But yeah, that was a good find as well. Like I said, these things are pretty clean, and I think I could sell them here pretty quick. So let me try to figure out what else I could find here. Okay, so these right here, Nike tailwind shoes. These are pretty clean condition. Obviously there's a little bit of dirt on there, a little bit of dirt on the mesh, but not too bad. Obviously when you're picking up shoes, you want to kind of check the bottom, make sure that's not really bare, make sure it's pretty good condition. If you can kind of see it, still got the tread on there, so it's looking good. Like I said, these things are, a little dirty, but not too bad. They're still pretty good condition. So these shoes, I can't remember exactly what I was asking for. I think they were between $40 and $50, and I think I paid about $8 for it at the thrift store. So yeah, that'd be a pretty good profit right there. So let's see what else I can find here. So I found this right here. Don't sleep on hats at the thrift store, guys. Sometimes, depending on what it is, hats sometimes don't really have too much of a value, but some hats do. So obviously the vintage ones, they could sell well depending on what it is. Major League Baseball ones sell well as well. It depends on what it is. Obviously look for the snapback ones, I believe, a little bit more, because those ones just people could adjust it and they don't have to really worry about, if it's going to fit their head or not. So those are fitted ones, as long as it kind of has the number on it, like 7 3/4, I think you're fine, because I think people for the most part will know their hat size. But for the people that buy the hats and it says medium large, those ones you could pick up, but I would kind of maybe steer away from a little bit depending on the value of the hat, just because people will kind of question if it's going to fit their head or not. Now, if you have dimensions and measurements and stuff like that, that kind of helps. But yeah, snapback hats, depending on what it is, you could pick up. So this one's a Fox Racing hat, and it's Honda. So I picked it up just because it looked pretty clean condition. Obviously Fox Racing and Honda, two big racing companies, and then they put the hat on there together. They put the logos, excuse me, on there together. So I'm thinking that, you know, it would sell for, I put it on eBay, I think for $21, $22. So just has that on there is really just kind of the main concern, is just kind of the pen. Someone wrote pen on it, but pretty clean overall. Snapback, I think I could sell it for about $21, $22. Fox Racing is very popular, especially on the West Coast, Arizona, California, Nevada. You know, people dirt bike all year long out there just because the weather's so nice. So yeah, let me see what else I could find here. Oh, so I picked these up because they were so cheap, but I looked it up online and I just wanted to take a chance on it based on the company that I saw. Sorry, let me kind of turn these around here. So these right here are Muhammad Ali by the Nutmeg. So Nutmeg, I don't know if it's a company that's still around or not. If I could kind of fix it here, I'm sorry. So Nutmeg, I guess, was a company from like the 80s and 90s. I don't know if they're still around or not, but I've looked it up before. I looked up t-shirts by Nutmeg, Muhammad Ali, and they're kind of going for like $500 or so. Now, obviously these are shorts, so they probably won't get too much money from it. I won't probably get too much money from it, but the fact that it was so cheap and it said Muhammad Ali on there by that company told me that they were vintage and that maybe I can make, you know, a little bit of money. Maybe I could kind of throw them up for like 50 bucks and maybe somebody will, you know, if maybe a boxer out there going to the gym or whatever might pick it up. It's a good size. I believe it's a size large, right? Yeah, size large. You know, anything large, extra large, something like that will sell a little bit easier just because that's kind of the size that everyone's kind of looking for. So but yeah, that was a good find. Hopefully, like I said, I'll have to do more research on that, but the fact that it was so cheap, said Muhammad Ali by Nutmeg, I just wanted to take that chance on it. Sometimes you got to take that risk, guys, out there. If it's so cheap, take that risk and see what happens. So all right, give me 1 second for this one. All right, so I'm from Arizona, but I live in Ohio because my wife's from Ohio. So we moved out here a few years ago. So recently, Cleveland Indians changed their name to the Guardians. So anything Cleveland Indians, especially with Chief Wahoo, I'm looking out for, because obviously they changed the name and this stuff is not obviously in existence anymore or being made. That's what I mean. They're not making new shirts or hats or anything like that. So anything with like Chief Wahoo on it, I am picking up because it's selling for quite a bit of money. Like something like this, I believe it says Travis Wagner or Travis Hafner. I'm sorry, I think that's his name. So yeah, it's probably not going to sell for too much just because it has that name. People probably just want just the Cleveland Indians name just in general, and that's it, kind of on there. But like I said, something like that I picked up just because I think I could sell it for maybe $18. I bought it for about $4. Not a lot of profit, but obviously, like I said, people kind of pay up just a little bit for this just because it's not really in existence anymore. They're not making Cleveland Indian stuff anymore. So yeah, anything with Chief Wahoo on it, I will definitely pick up here in Ohio. There's a lot of Indians fans out where I'm at for the most part, and yeah, I picked those up. All right, so here we go. Right here, picked up this Rawlings I'm so sorry. Rawlings baseball glove. I don't know why I said golf. But yeah, so summertime for sure, the gloves are going to sell very, very quick. Obviously, towards the end of July, they're probably not going to sell as fast as they were in April through June. So anytime I see like a good size baseball mitt, I usually pick it up if it's cheap enough, especially the Rawlings. Rawlings like the #1 baseball glove that you want to really look for the most part. It's the #1 that I think the players use, that baseball and Major League Baseball will kind of promote and just use. So, but yeah, something like this with the pink and black, that will go well for like maybe like a girl you know, playing softball or baseball, whatever the case may be. So usually baseball gloves I've been selling for like $30, and I'll pick them up for like less than maybe like $6, and I can make a pretty decent profit. So yeah, always be on the lookout for baseball gloves because they sell pretty well, and for the most part, depending on what month it is, they'll sell pretty quick. So especially with the pink and black for the girls love the pink and black. That's like kind of the main color they'll kind of look for sometimes. Okay, so let me see what else I could kind of show you. Okay. So these are kind of some kind of unique kind of looking shoes. So these are Nike Kevin Durant shoes. At first I didn't think that, you know, they wouldn't sell for too much just because of the kind of unique design, but sometimes those unique design shoes like that will actually sell for quite a bit of money depending on what it is and the condition. So these specific shoes right here were the Kevin Durant ones. These ones I was actually shocked. They actually go for about $80, and that's used. So pretty clean overall. I think there's a little bit of wear. You can kind of see on the toe there's a little bit of wear, I believe, unless that's kind of the design. Tread looks pretty good for the most part. Alexa looks really well, except for like kind of the left kind of toe, the right toe there kind of looks like, you know, there's a little bit of tread wear on it. But yeah, these ones I was shocked by. These go for about $80 or so. But yeah, that was a good find as well. Look out for kind of these unique shoes. Like I said, you kind of have to just kind of look it up and see. If you are kind of new to selling shoes and stuff, all you got to do, and it's so easy to look up shoes, but I don't know if you can see the tag. There's a tag inside, and there's a number. If you can kind of see where my finger is, there's a number kind of around right there that you can kind of type into the eBay app, and then you can just hit enter, and then it'll kind of show you, and then you just go to the sold listings and then see obviously how much are sold, how much are listed, and then usually you want to kind of stick to the 50% to like 45% profit margins. At least that's what I kind of like to do, depending on what it is. Sometimes I've been kind of risky, and kind of if something's brand new, and if it's got really like maybe a 20 to 30% profit margin, I'll still pick it up just because it's brand new and I wanted to take a chance, and I have sold it. So but yeah, those are some good shoes right there, Kevin Durant shoes. So whenever I see this shoe, whenever I see this type of style shoe, I usually pick it up no matter what. Now, like I said, depending on the condition, it just depends. But these are Nike, I believe Nike Shox R4 women's athletic shoes. Like I said, Nike Shox are super popular. A lot of people wear them. A lot of people like play basketball in it, run in it, work out in it, no matter, or whatever the case may be. So I saw these, I picked them up. I forget how much. Let's see here. Picked it up for $7.99 at the thrift store, and these shoes I'm actually gonna ask for $90, I believe. The only reason why I can't get more for it is because I saw a little bit of wear right there, kind of on the leather right there. So I actually found a week or two ago these same type of shoes, but they were pink and white, and I actually sold those. I took a best offer for about $109 or so. I listed them for $140, and I did take a best offer of $109. So I knew that these were probably going to be about the same. So I'm still, like I said, I'm still trying to sell those. I listed them maybe about, I don't know, 5 days ago or so. So just waiting for that buyer to pick them up. But yeah, don't sleep on Nike Shox for sure. Those shoes sell extremely well on eBay. Very popular. So let me figure out what else I can show you. I think I'll show you guys maybe 2 more things before I call it end of this video. It always shocks me how people just donate this stuff to the thrift store. I mean, I'm glad they do, because then I could pick it up, but I'm just thinking, I always think that if somebody had these shoes, you would think they would list them online or try and sell them on Facebook Marketplace or what. But I don't know, maybe people just, they have so many of it, they don't really have time to list it or what. But yeah, so these are some Jordan shoes. I'm not sure exactly what style type of Jordans those are, but these ones I believe I could sell for about $50 to $60, and I believe I paid about 10 for it. But yeah, these are pretty cool shoes. Obviously Jordan is a really good brand, obviously, to look out for. A lot of people buy it, a lot of people love it, and good stylish shoes. So yeah, it just depends on the condition. But I've even sold Jordans in kind of bad condition, depending on what, you know, kind of shoe it is. I think I've sold like 3 months ago a Jordan shoe that kind of looked just like this one. The bottoms were like all gone. The tread was all gone, and I still sold them for $45. So like I said, in good condition, in decent condition, those shoes probably went for like almost $100. But you know, for them being in bad condition, I still got like $45 out of them, and I'm pretty sure I only paid like $6 for them, probably at Goodwill. So yeah, don't sleep on Jordan shoes, guys. That's like the one shoe that no matter what, I'll usually pick up for the most part, depending on if it's like a running shoe or something like that. But yeah, you just still got to do your research just to be on the safe side. But if you kind of know the style, like these are high tops, I would kind of pick these up just because people look for the high top ones. So let me see if I can show you one more thing before I kind of call it quits on this video here. All right. Alright, so I made a YouTube short on these ones, but these are my absolute favorite shoes to look out for. The Converse Chuck Taylor's high top. No matter what color they are, these things usually sell between 35 and 40 bucks used, depending on the condition. Like I said, the white and the black are my favorite ones to look out for, and every time I see these at thrift stores and I see them under $10, I'm just thinking quick money. That's really what I think when I see these things, guys. These things are super popular. Gen Xers wear them, millennials wear them, Gen Zs, they wear them. It's just a super popular shoe. Been around since the 60s was when it really got popular. I think it was around in the 20s even, but yeah, whenever I see these shoes at thrift store, I just think easy money. All I gotta do, I don't even really have to clean them up that much. I could literally just wipe the soles and just put them on, and they'll sell probably within 3 days. Obviously, I try to make them as neat as possible, but I'm saying if you like really didn't care, like you could still sell these shoes. You could just throw them up on something like this, a backdrop like that, and they would still sell. Like I said, it just depends on the condition. But what I'm trying to get people to understand is that even if these things are super dirty, as long as they don't have holes or a bad tread or something like that, they'll still buy them. So, but yeah, always look out for the Chuck Taylors, guys. These things always sell well. They're always going to be in style. I would always pick them up as long as they're, I would say as long as they're like $10 or under, you're going to make decent money. Even if they're at 15, you can still make a little bit of money, but I always try to look to make sure they're like $10 or less. And usually they are. So, but that's a good find as well. So, and then I think I'll just pick up the one shoe right here, but I got my other one over here. So DC skating shoes, guys. So skating shoes are still super popular. I know that skating was like, you know, obviously it's still big now, but I think it was a lot bigger in the early 2000s, like when I was growing up and stuff. But people still skate. People still love to skate. They still like to go out and buy the shoes for it and stuff. People think that people don't skateboard anymore. No, it's like people do skateboard. So I picked up these, kind of the DC skating shoes. Great condition shoes. A little dirty, but that's not too bad. Like I said, I try to clean it the best I can, and whatever I can't get, it's just basically I just take a picture of it, and that's just what it is. Good tread. But yeah, don't sleep on DC skating shoes or any type of skating shoes. Like look out for like Osiris, DC, sometimes Etnies, just depending on what it is. World Industries, stuff like that. So I wouldn't sleep on this kind of stuff. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. I just kind of wanted to show you a quick video of kind of my finds and what you guys could look out for too. Oh, I didn't tell you the price. So this one, skating shoes actually go pretty well. I'm gonna ask for, probably for this one, I'm gonna ask for I think like $45, $40 to $45, and I believe I picked it up for $8. So yeah, good shoes right there. So yeah, let me turn the camera around. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for checking out the video. Hopefully hopefully it helped you guys to kind of see what you could pick up out at thrift stores. And if you like this this content, if you could hit the like button, it helps the YouTube algorithm out and help other people find it. And if you like this content and want to see more of it, hit the subscribe button. I would love for you guys to be there. So thank you guys for checking out this video. Hopefully it helped, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.